I'd like to call the Whitemarsh Board of Supervisors meeting for May 9th to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I think Jacy has some announcements for this evening.
I do. Thank you, Fran.
Sure.
Thank you to all the sponsors, staff, residents, and supporters of Whitemarsh Township Day that was held on Saturday, April 20th. We had a great turnout and wonderful weather to celebrate Whitemarsh. It was a great day. Thank you to everyone. Save the date for Township Day 2025. Next year's event will be held on Saturday, April 26th. Registration is open on the Township website for community groups, organizations, teams, businesses, family, antique car owners, and all others to participate in the Whitemarsh Township 4th of July Parade. The Trash Mob will have an event on Sunday, May 19th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Joshua Road from Flowertown Road to Stanton Avenue. Volunteers can meet at the corner of Joshua Road and Flowertown for the 9 a.m. start. Many thanks to Nick Bell, who was the Trash Mob leader. May 19th through May 25th marks the 50th anniversary of EMS Week. This year's theme, Honoring Our Past, Forging Our Future, reminds us to acknowledge the fundamental work of those who came before us, while also striving to build and lead the EMS system we envision for our future. Thank you to all members of our EMS crews for the service they provide to Whitemarsh Township. And the Whitemarsh Township Board of Supervisors would like to wish all the moms a happy Mother's Day this coming Sunday.
Thank you, Jacy.
Thank you.
All right. Do I have a motion to adopt the meeting minutes from April 11th, 2024?
So moved.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Motion carries. All right, we'll come down to resolutions. Do I have a motion to, we have an echo there, Craig?
Try that.
Do I have a motion to adopt resolution number 2024-16, acknowledging the use of any personal media platforms as a public official or employee of Whitemarsh Township does not have authority to act or speak on behalf of Whitemarsh Township, and any opinion or belief expressed does not necessarily reflect the views of Whitemarsh Township?
So moved. Second.
Mr. McAnally.
I'm going to pass this on to Solicitor Kilkenny.
Sure.
Mr. Kilkenny.
Thank you very much, Chairman Cusker. The U.S. Supreme Court in the Limke v. Freed case in 2024 held that a public official who prevents someone from commenting on someone's official social media page engages in state action. Only if the official both, one, possessed the actual authority to speak on the state's behalf, and two, purported to exercise the authority when speaking in a relevant social media post. Much like many of your staff and elected officials, Freed was a city manager who operated a personal Facebook page, but would sometimes post information related to his job. After he deleted certain comments and then ultimately blocked Limke, the user, on Facebook, Limke sued under federal law, alleging that Freed had violated his First Amendment rights, as Limke saw it due to Freed's role for the city and posts related to the city matters. He had the right to comment on Freed's Facebook post because it was a public forum. The U.S. Supreme Court has held a plaintiff must possess the actual authority to speak on the state's behalf in order for such action to be attributed to the state. So it's our office's opinion that it's in Township's best interest to pass a resolution to establish that no individual employee or official has the power to speak on behalf of the Township unless actually approved by the Township as a group. If there was a previous official action to establish a person's lack of authority by passing a resolution, it should assist the Township in this defense, similar to a claim that might be made. And then, as we've said publicly and privately, it's always best to keep your public official life separate from your private social media. It helps to distinguish things and makes it easier for potential litigious individuals from prevailing. So that's our recommendation. We sent this actually out to all of our clients, and many have adopted it.
Sure. All right. Thank you, Sean. It seems to make sense to me. Is there any board comment? Any public comment? Hearing none, Mr. McAnally, will you please call the roll?
Yes. Ms. Moy?
Yes.
Ms. Toll?
Yes.
Ms. Terine?
Yes.
Mr. Manuel?
Yes.
Chairman Custer?
Yes. Resolution carries. Do I have a motion to adopt resolution number 2024-17, authorizing the application for a Delaware Valley Regional Planning Commission DVRPC grant to seek funding for the planning of an extension of the Green Ribbon Trail?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. McAnally?
Yes, this is a resolution. Back in March, we discussed this planning effort to connect to the Green Ribbon Trail with 7 other municipalities to go in for a grant for the planning of that. We submitted the application, and the Planning Commission then turned around and asked for the 7 municipalities to pass a resolution. So this is just a resolution for us to submit for that same grant that we discussed back in March.
All right. Thank you. Any board comment? Any public comment? Hearing none, Mr. McAnally, will you please call the roll?
Yes. Ms. Moy?
Yes.
Ms. Terine?
Yes.
Mr. Manuel?
Yes.
Ms. Toll?
Yes.
Chairman Custer?
Yes. Resolution carries. Do I have a motion authorizing the advertisement on govdeals.com to sell the listed retired surplus equipment as discussed?
So moved. Second.
Mr. McAnally.
Yes, there's a list that was supplied to the board in your packet with several pieces of equipment, some vehicles, zero-turn lawn mowers, spreaders, generators, trailers, and so forth that have come to their useful life here at the township. We would like to put them out to auction and recoup some of the money back to put back into the capital and purchase additional equipment with the surplus money. So we're asking to go out to Gov Deals and collect any auctions that come in.
Great. Any board comment? Any public comment? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Do I have a motion authorizing escrow release number 2 in the amount of $187,978.92 to 561 Spring Mill Avenue, SLD number 02-21-DP, Spring Mill Developers, LLC?
So moved.
Second.
Krista?
Thank you, Chairman Cusker. This is partial escrow release request number 2 for, they are also known as the transitions of Whitemarsh. This is the townhome development on East 10th and Spring Mill Avenue. The amount requested is $187,978.92. And after this release, there would be $375,807.23 remaining. Our office inspected the site and found the improvements to have been constructed in accordance with the plan, and we're recommending this release.
Thanks, Krista. Any board comment? Any public comment? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Do I have a motion to approve the April 2024 expenditures totaling $1,117,806.96, payroll totaling $701,716.34, and pension plan costs totaling $6,546.62?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We'll go to the amended agenda items. Do I have a motion to approve the certificate of appropriateness for the relocated handicap ramp at 15 East Germantown Pike as recommended by the HARB?
So moved.
Second.
Charlie?
Thank you. This is actually a recommendation for an amended certificate of appropriateness. Last year, about this time, the board approved a certificate of appropriateness for renovations and an addition to this building. At that time, a handicap ramp was to be placed on the rear of the building for some technical elevation reasons that didn't work out. So a ramp was installed on the front of the building. And you see that here. These are photographs of the actual ramp that has been installed. Harb reviewed this yesterday and was not thrilled with the design. However, recognized that the handicap ramp has to be there, has some concerns about the railing, but realized that at this point changing the design is impractical. So they made a recommendation to amend or adopt or approve an amended certificate of appropriateness, acknowledging the addition of the handicap ramp on the front of the building, noting that the railing design is not necessarily the most appropriate design for the building, but impractical to change, and also recommending that some additional landscaping might be put in to soften the appearance of the ramp and the railing.
Thank you, Charlie. Any board comment? Any public comment? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion to approve the certificate of appropriateness for the roof replacement at 101 Black Walnut Lane as recommended by the Harb?
So moved. Second.
Charlie.
Thank you. This is actually a house that was built 24 years ago. It's the first roof replacement. It has a asphalt shingle roof. It's being replaced with an asphalt shingle roof of the same color. Harb recommended approval of certificate of appropriateness for that.
Thank you, Charlie. Any board comment? Any public comment? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Do I have a motion to approve the certificate of appropriateness for the roof replacement on the porch at 3127 Spring Mill Road as recommended by the Harb?
So moved. Second.
And Charlie.
Thank you again. This is a historic house built about 1800, and it's just a proposal to replace that roof that you see there on the porch. It's the only portion that has a standing seam roof. It's being replaced with a standing seam roof of the same color, a colonial red, and Harb recommended approval of certificate of appropriateness for that.
Thanks, Charlie. Do we have any board comment? Any public comment? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. That brings us to the public comment period. Any public comment? Any board member comment?
No.
I'd like to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day. I'd like to also announce we did not have an executive session tonight. And now, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Good night, everybody.
Good night, Whitemarsh.